I died because if we do that at work.
Oh.
He goes, "Ha!"
Funny.
That's funny.
I won't media podcast.
And we're in.
Welcome.
Season 2, episode 1.
Feels good.
So, who are you?
I'm still Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay. I'm still Travis Kelce.
Brian Bosworth.
Oh.
Nice.
Well,
The balls.
today, first podcast of 2024. How we feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
I'm excited. Last year was a big year. I think this will be a bigger year for
I think so too.
We're about to hit 200 subs.
So
Thank you
close.
guys.
getting there.
Oh, we need to get some girls in the audience.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Yeah.
where are you at?
Yeah, it's our audience is like 90.
No, it's 100% male.
100% male. Log into your wives account or something. Like, we need some female viewership up in here.
Well, I know one girl that likes bourbon, and she's on the show. Need to work on that.
Shad, tell us about what we got here.
Oh yeah, so I won the points money from last year, and I took that, and I got the Hardin's Creek sampler. I guess you would call that. It's like a gift set they put out around Christmas time.
You want to do the honors?
Well, we should talk about what we pre-gamed with first.
Ah, yes.
I pre-gamed with Bullet Single Barrel.
Oh, like the first thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I did Jack Daniel's 12 year.
Yep.
Great.
I did third colony rye.
13th
over.
colony.
13th colony.
Oh yeah, we did try that. It was good.
Yes, we
decent.
did.
It was decent.
Oh,
Still not a rye guy for
also,
2024.
we just finished doing Risky Whiskey on Bodstone Triple Oak.
Bondstone.
Ooh, go check it out. It was a really good bottle.
It actually was pretty good.
Go check out that video.
First Infinity edition.
Yep.
Spoiler. Now they don't have to watch it.
Ah!
Just kidding. Maybe
she
we
was.
didn't like it.
Or was it?
Go watch
All
it.
right. Are you guys ready for this?
I'll add the sound in post.
Now that's a clam. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not gonna.
That's a clam.
I was thinking SpongeBob. It don't matter. It don't matter.
So, pretty bottles. I can't really see them because they're straight in front of me, but I'll be pulling them out, so.
They are
Tiny
the
squares.
cutest heckin' bottles I ever did see.
Ever did.
I mean, they're so cute.
Maybe we should take them out of the
Oh,
case. What do you think? Leave them in the case, take them out of the case. Okay. Alright,
So
well,
I
we're
don't-
going to be trying these three, so.
I don't know what the SRP for the box is. I don't know. Like
It's
the-
cool you found the
Like
box,
the
though.
retail price. I don't know what it is. We
This
got
is-
it for $180, $190.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
can you read that thing that you were telling us about the water and the wells?
Yes, I can. I had to pull it up on my phone.
I made it sound like a Bible verse.
'Cause I
Hardin's Creek 12. Well, every time you pick up your phone.
I know. Is that how the phones work nowadays? All right, so it says, welcome to Hardin's Creek, an ongoing series of limited releases featuring some of our rarest and most unique liquids, each with a story inspired by the Beam legacy, and each pushing the boundaries of American whiskey in a new direction. 1795, Johannes Jacob Beam. So you say that? Or is it Johannes?
Sounds good to me.
Johannes. Built a sturdy, humble well to draw water from Hardin's Creek. That water powered a mill, the mill to grind fields of corn, which formed Jacob's earliest mashes. These beginnings would inspire over 200 years of innovation and heritage in the Beam family. Now, with 8 generations of whiskey-making expertise behind him, Freddie No explores the depth and breadth of whiskey making with Hardin's Creek. Some of the finest things we've ever made are yet to come.
Wow.
And I think it's a thing they released in They started this lineup in 2022. Oh, okay, cool. So they had 3 releases last year. Obviously, we had Boston, Clermont, and Frankfort. And for the Clermont one, says climate, the microclimate shaped by the rigid and rolling hills define the area around Clermont and the liquid that was aged here. In a rack house swathed by thick woodland, Clermont took on a warmth that may as well have come from the strong Kentucky sun itself. Whoa. And then Frankfort, humidity hangs heavy at our campus in Frankfort, seeming to slow the passage of time itself. It only makes the whiskey better. There's less ventilation in the rack houses in Frankfort, which allows the liquid to age at its own pace and take on a subtle campfire and cigar box nose. And then Boston, golden sunshine and clear air define the climate of the Booker No campus in Boston, Kentucky. These unique conditions make for faster, richer aging. A distillery couldn't ask for a better climate for maturation. In Boston, the rack houses are widely spaced, giving the bourbon even room to mature. The distance meets the clear conditions to create a bold and characterful whiskey, much like Booker No himself. There we have it. Like, we didn't know a whole lot about.
It's pretty
Hardin's
dang
Creek.
cool.
That is really cool. I'm very excited about this. And I think we're almost as much as Wild Turkey, we're a Beam loving fan.
Oh, it did. It started.
Beam loving podcast.
This lineup started in 2022. So other than these 3, they have a Colonel James B. Beam and a Jacob's Well release. Then these 3.
All right, which one we want to start with?
Go left to right.
Yeah.
110 proof.
The Frankfurt description excited me the most. That was poetic.
Okay, so what we got?
What do you think the pop's going to be like? Think it's going to be a little bitty pop?
I think it's going to be tiny.
It's so cute.
I mean, it sounded more manly than the bottle earlier.
If you flip to the last page, it has the color, nose, palette, and finish.
I was
So what you
looking-
got?
I was looking for the age and stuff.
Look at it. Look.
It's a little chode. It's a little chode cork. A micro cork.
Oh, okay. So it says aged 204 months.
What is that in the metric system?
I do not know. It's old. Do know that. And the proof is it 110? Are we right on that?
What did you say, 204 divided by 12?
Yeah, it's 55%.
204 or 224?
204.
204. That is 17 months.
17 years.
17 years, sorry, yes.
So, this 17-year-old Jim Beam.
Wow.
I'm excited. Ooh,
And
leather.
you can smell the Jim Beam.
Yeah.
You can smell the Jim Beam. I got leather, like an old leather belt.
I'll give you leather and nuts.
Man,
Dusty.
that is a great
Smells like your
nose.
dad's wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One he's been sitting on for like 15 years, farting on, and just, you know.
I think it kind of smells like an old guitar, an old church guitar.
Okay, like the case maybe?
Maybe
Where
that's
the
what I'm
guitar
thinking.
has been
Of.
sitting?
Yeah.
Like a felt line case?
That smells amazing. I'm
It
excited
does.
to
It
jump into
smells
this one.
like it's like a warm, humid, dank room.
Wow.
That nose is wow.
Yep.
What a treat.
Yeah, this really is a treat. You did good.
And
You
this
did
job,
really
buddy.
good.
This is Boston. What's double distilled mean?
That means it was distilled twice, I think.
How can you distill something twice?
I don't
We don't understand. But Booker No understands.
I get something else that I can't really put my finger on. Maybe like a dusty smell?
That dust comes through.
Yeah, it
In a good
really
way.
does.
This is the perfect proof for bourbon. Maybe.
It's a perfect proof for this bourbon, I'll
Like,
tell you that.
You get all the flavors and you get all of it, but it
I
doesn't
get-
burn you.
Pecans.
I could see.
like roasted pecans.
Yeah, very nutty. Very nutty.
But almost like that, like burnt type, like caramelized,
Like toasted?
like
that what
toasted
you said?
pecans. I think I said
Burnt.
no. I don't know what I said, but that's delicious. You can taste the age on it. That's really good.
Salted peanuts and caramel in there.
I think the next time I see one of these out in the wild, I'm just gonna have to buy it. After tasting this is delicious.
And that finishes, it grabs a hold of you.
And it just keeps going. It don't stop.
And you let it go.
It's, oh man. This is, we said this about another bourbon. There's some bourbons that you drink and it brings you to like a room or like a atmosphere.
Was it the 124 Woodford?
Maybe. I don't remember.
It makes me think of my Uncle Bernard's guitar at church. Is what I'm thinking.
Wow, so that's what you get off it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just old wood.
Yeah, it's what it really tastes like. Just some old wood.
But you get that great nut flavor.
I think that's the highest note in it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's nutty and dusty, and it's just that is really the perfect proof.
I do
Thank
get
you,
some
Liquor
leather
Man.
off it too, though.
110 proof. It drinks so smooth though.
I think I'm gonna call that dust for me. I
Yeah.
don't know about, but I mean dusty leather, like old.
It's almost like there was like dust on the leather belt,
Yeah.
and then you snapped it, and like that dust. Leather belt dust.
Jeez,
That's
gonna be tough to beat. We're just
Yeah.
picking our favorite, right?
Yeah, we'll just pick our favorite out
Okay,
of
I'm
it.
gonna leave some then.
So
Man, that is
that's Boston.
I'm gonna line these up with how they are when I'm pouring them.
Yeah, I'm kind of
All
doing
right.
the book. I'm just gonna. Am I reading all these books, or you can read? Thank you for reading books.
Well,
I've been doing a lot.
yeah,
of reading.
I'll read what's on the bottle here. Hardin's Creek, Clermont. All right, let's see what information they give us here. Average annual. All right, this one says average annual humidity is 69 degrees. Average annual wind speed 7 miles per hour.
It's important.
Longitude is 85 by 39 by 13. And latitude is 37, 55 by 44. Number of rick houses, 30.
So, does any of that matter to anybody? Do the distillers?
I don't
do they
know.
take that into account at all?
This does say also
Somebody let us know.
moderate rainfall, south wind, dense flora, and knobby terrain.
That's knobby terrain.
It says knobby terrain.
So, do you think when they're building warehouses like nowadays, the distillers are like taking all that into account?
I would presume so, especially the big names.
Like maybe
I
not
mean,
back then,
like-
maybe when that was built.
Like Bullet probably is, and Bullet's just build a warehouse, we'll age it. But I bet
Yeah.
these distillers, like the old boys, I bet they're like, we need
If they need to do a new warehouse, they're like, hey,
yeah,
we
they're
need
like,
to-
let's find the primo spot for it.
dude. Based on our bourbon journey hasn't been super long, a little over a year.
Yeah, a little over here.
In my travels, I think Jim Beam might have the best
It's consistent.
overall portfolio, and you can afford most of it.
It has the most.
You can afford most of their higher end stuff. That's a big thing.
So I'll say I think Wild Turkey has the most consistent portfolio.
They're pricing you out of. They're pricing us out now.
Yeah, but I will say I think Jim Beam has the most diverse portfolio. They have like a little bit of everything, and everything's pretty much good.
Yeah.
So
But have we had a bad Jim Beam product yet?
I don't think so.
I mean, Booker's. I mean, some of those are hit or miss, whatever. But they're still
yeah, they're still
Knob
overall
Creek.
pretty good. Knob Creeks are good.
good. Old Granddad.
Old Granddad's good. Old Tub is not the best.
It's not bad though. It's a bottom
not
shelf
bad, but
product.
it's not
like they're
great, yeah.
not trying to make bakers.
All right, you gonna read off the little booklet there?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I think one thing they're very good at is they're very strategical.
Strategizing.
Strategic. Sorry, too many letters. And proofing down.
Yeah.
I think they get the proof right a lot. If not, they lean towards hotter. You know what I mean? Anyways. Welcome to Clermont, the first 3 special releases within our Kentucky series. Born in Clermont and bottled at the age of 204 months, this rich amber liquid is notable for its nose of burnt sugar, palate of caramelized oak, and lingering warmth to finish. It couldn't come from anywhere else. The nuanced terroir, I don't know that word, and microclimates shaped by the rigid and rolling hills, the cool wind against the shelter of the valleys, pockets of rack houses close together, swathed by thick woodland, aglow year-round beneath the strong Kentucky sunlight.
That's that knobby terrain.
The unique contours of Clermont discernible in every pore. I won't read off the nose and palate, but
I would say the nose is different.
It is vastly different. I'm actually
Vastly
getting
different.
like pine and brown sugar.
I was gonna say pine sol.
You think pine sol?
I
don't think
get pine
it's pine
sol.
sol. I think it's piney though to me.
Okay, maybe like pine needles.
But it's definitely more citrus, I would say.
Maybe a pine cone.
pine
Dusty pine cones. Pine cones.
But I think it's got maybe brown sugar orange or something. It's got stuff going on.
I've
in
seen
there.
that thing on YouTube. It's like you got to get in there. You gotta move from
Yeah.
side to side. Gotta sniff it. You gotta really get in there.
Sometimes I feel like you have to, or you want to.
Whoa.
I think this one's more complex than that one.
Really? You think so?
On the nose, yes.
I don't know. The nose on that one was really good.
I mean, I've gotten pine,
This one
Orange.
seems lighter.
brown sugar.
I get the
kind of
brown
getting
sugar.
marshmallow.
It's not as nutty, for sure.
Maybe a
Going
little
in.
marshmallow.
Different.
I think this is more leathery than this.
Yeah.
Sorry, this
Clermont.
so far.
This is it's less sweet. To me, I don't know. The finish though gets sweet,
The finish is very sweet.
but like mid palate, it's not.
No, mid palate's not. It's. I don't get a whole lot of taste on the initial drink.
Really?
I don't get a whole lot.
No, strong orange for me, like tangerine.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Strong.
I get a lot of brown sugar too. Not a lot of oakiness on this. Do you know what the age statement on this was?
204 months. So,
Oh,
same,
so-
17 years.
That's insane. Location just makes.
That much difference.
I
Just
say it's got to be
wild.
the same.
Same mash
Mash bill,
bill,
right?
Yeah, same mash bill, just different locations.
That's wild.
Wow,
I think the finish is a little bit shorter.
it is.
It's sweeter though.
I think it's stronger up front and then it finishes pretty quickly.
It has a very nice aftertaste. Like after it's done finishing, it leaves you with a nice, pleasant taste in your mouth. Whereas when we were doing our risky whiskey earlier, we said that one kind of left like that filmy kind of not great taste. This leaves you with a very nice, almost vanilla taste in your mouth.
It's very refreshing. I think the difference in the first one, the Boston, and this one is like, this is like the old guitar that you're talking about, and this feels like a crisp, it's like the feeling of a new guitar, you know?
Yeah. You ever had them Sunkist sours? The orange Sunkist sour in the tin.
I haven't.
That's what I'm getting off it. It's.
You're getting a lot of citrus, huh?
I am. I think this is a citrus bomb to me. It is more interesting than that one.
Really?
I don't know if it's better though, because this is straight up just good Jim Beam. This is something different.
Okay, I can see that argument.
I was thinking kind of opposite. I was thinking the first one seemed a lot more complex to me than this one. This one kind of tasted like not a lot in the initial taste, maybe some citrusy, but then like a sweet, long finish. I feel like this had like oak and like a dusty taste.
And you're talking the first one.
Yeah.
That dusty. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Boston, I felt like just was more complex. I was getting more flavors out of the Boston than I am the Clermont.
Okay.
The Clermont is a little bit harder for me to identify. Like, I can get the citrus when you're saying that, but like on the nose, I got like marshmallow and kind of like campfire.
I got like a brown sugar.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just stuck on it.
But I don't know.
All right, well, let's go on to
It's delicious.
Frankfort.
Closest one to us.
Closest one to us. All right. Average annual rainfall, 46.4 inches. Average annual temperature, 53.5 degrees. Dang, that's pretty cold.
That's a good temperature for bourbon, based on my knowledge of Asian bourbons.
Longitude, 84 by 48 by 49. Longitude is 38. No, latitude is 38 by 12 by 39. And number of rick houses, 13. On the bottle here, it says low temp, low sunlight, wet air, and low elevation.
I'm excited for this one.
You think this will be the best one?
I just like the description the most.
So Franklin County is one of the oldest distilleries on here.
I like the idea of it aging at its own pace. Don't know what it means, but sounds interesting.
Also,
fair.
110 proof. Is it the same amount of months?
I would assume so.
These have been so good so far.
Oh no. It actually doesn't say.
If you were stuck on an island with one distillery,
Oh man, dude.
who would you like? Heaven Hill has probably more diverse stuff. It'd be hard not to go Heaven Hill for me. But maybe Jim Beam.
I think Jim Beam might be the one. They got a diverse portfolio there, bub.
Oh,
He's already jumping in over.
I just smelled it.
The what?
Smell that and don't say oh. Don't say anything. No noise. Okay.
The water rises in the warm Kentucky air to wrap the trees and the storied rack houses in a blanket of humidity, making everything slow.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
What you need?
I just wanted it peeps.
Ugh.
I hate Peeps, but I do smell it. I smell cinnamon too.
I think my sniffer's just broken right now.
I think cinnamon.
Ooh. Dates.
It smells
Like
sugary.
really get your nose in there and just take a big whiff. I smell dates. Like a dried date.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Strawberry peep.
Peeps are so gross.
Smells like a strawberry peep to me.
I'm just getting sugary.
This one's definitely the sweetest nose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, let's get in there. I'm ready for it.
Caramel, maybe? Maybe caramel on top of strawberry peeps. Inside of a brand new boat.
Good long finish. That finish is longer.
I think this one takes both of these and is better. It's sweet. It's complex. Good finish. Good mouthfeel. This is a banger for me. I think this one might be my favorite. But I'm going to have to try them again.
These are so wild. This one, for me, it has the spice kicks for a second, and then it like alternates sweet and spice all throughout the finish. That's
That's good.
because you get that spice, and then it's like caramel, brown sugar, strawberry peak inside a boat.
Nutmeg. Sugar.
This is the most sugary, but it's like a rich sugary. It's like molasses.
Yeah, it's
That's what it is.
not like that artificial sugar.
Yeah, not like that sweet and low.
Or like when you burn sugar. What is that called?
Caramelization.
Oh, is that all that is?
Yeah.
I guess caramel.
It is very caramel. I think it's everything sugar. It's everything good sugar.
It is. This
It's
is
molasses. I'm telling you, this is a molasses bomb.
yeah. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with just normal molasses.
My
Not
reference is a
straight.
molasses cookie that I've had. And it's
Okay, I'm with
very-
you there, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was about to say sugar daddy. You had sugar daddy, the sucker,
No.
the sucker. It's like sugar, caramel, sticky. It gets stuck in your teeth, and you feel like you're gonna pull them out. You're chewing it.
Trying to.
Overall,
This
3
is the sweet. Of course,
bangers.
this is your favorite. Of course.
It is. It's so good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's delicious. And if I were gonna have any sweet bourbon, I would hope that it's molasses sweet. Like, it's like that rich sweet.
And the
think I'm
mouthfeels
still-
on all these is great.
Yeah.
Probably the worst mouthfeel was the
Clermont.
yes,
It tasted thin.
but that was the most interesting one though.
No, I don't think so. I think the first one is still. I think Boston is still the most
I think I'm
interesting.
with him.
You're with him.
Yeah. I love the old dusty. It feels like there's so much more to explore. I get what you're saying, and there's more flavors up front, but this one I feel like I could drink it every day and kind of pick out new notes. It's like a slow developing. You have to look for.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, the first
The
one, the Boston.
Boston. I'm gonna before I make my final decision on which one I think is my favorite. I am gonna revisit them here.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna have to do the same. Cause like as I'm drinking this, I'm like, man,
Oh man, go back to that first one and just smell it again.
after it sit there, all that caramel come out of it.
Man, you mean this needs to be made into a
Candle.
I would wear
a
this.
candle or a cologne. This needs to be a cologne. You would get all the bitches with this cologne.
A cologne farrell.
They'd be like, this is a old just Silver Fox bourbon right here.
Silver Fox bourbon. That's a good one.
That is.
It's a Silver
But you
Fox
know who's
bourbon.
going to buy Silver Fox bourbon?
Silver Foxes?
Not Silver Foxes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's going to be the old man that's wearing the affliction shirt. That's who's buying Silver Fox.
I wish that this is what Dr. Disrespect's bourbon tasted like.
No. How dare you?
Have you ever
would
seen-
assign
have you
this
ever
kind of
seen the
bourbon to
doc?
somebody like Dr. Disrespect?
Have you ever seen the doc not in his get up? He's a pretty snazzy Silver Fox.
Oh my. Atlanta.
Did you say "Oh my Atlanta" on the Boston one?
The first one.
Why did you
first
say
one
"Oh
just
my
tastes
Atlanta"?
like-
Just did.
The first
I don't
one
know.
just tastes like it has stories to tell you.
I know.
you
That's my favorite. I gotta.
Yeah. The first one is my favorite too. I mean, I'll finish going through them again, but
Man, it just hits different. That one just, ooh,
I think it's the most quintessential Jim Beam
you
out
know,
of the three. It's just more
you get a cigar taste off that.
off the first one.
I'll have to revisit it thinking about that, but that would be amazing with a cigar.
It would.
I get a cigar taste off that.
Yeah. On the finish.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. It just stays there. That's the most Jim Beam thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah, this one is good. It's just not as complex to me. It's still great. It's still, I mean, this pretty much smacks almost, I'd say 90% of what's on this shelf.
That's how I would rank mine in the order they are.
I agree.
This,
Yeah. I would rank the sweetest one, the Frankfort, last. It's still really, I mean, none of these are bad. They would all beat
none of them
most
are bad.
things on the shelf there, but
Oh my god, that is so sweet. Like, see, normally I think maybe imagine if the Frankfurt one was a 4-year bourbon.
Yeah.
and it were that sweet, would you like it as much?
Probably
Like if
not.
they bottled it at 4 years.
No.
The age just makes the sweetness so much more rich.
Yeah. And that
Right.
It's
mouthfeel, that
delicious.
mouthfeel helps a lot too.
Yeah.
I think the way I'm gonna go with mine is gonna be Boston at number 1, Frankfurt at number 2, Clermont at number 3.
That's fair, and that makes sense for your palate,
Yeah.
for real.
I'm Boston 1, Clermont 2, Frankfurt 3.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. So quintessential Jim Beam, citrus bomb for me. This thing's just makes me think, and it's really good. And then the sweetness. I love the sweetness, but
I don't know if it's just because it's from Frankfurt. I'm getting lots of Buffalo Trace Distillery off this.
off the third one,
Mm-hmm.
so I was still getting. It's more like the
It tastes almost like, because, Buffalo Trace is kind of a sweeter. It's kind of sweet.
I think this is the most like Knob Creek.
The third one?
Yes. Like that Knob Creek 15 and the 12, that's like... But it's not as nutty as the 12-year. It's sweeter than the 15-year. Not as oaky as the 18-year. How did they do this, by the way, and it's not as oaky as that 18-year Knob Creek we had? Released in the
know.
same year, about the same age. Higher proof.
Wow.
And it's not over oaked like we thought the 18-year was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to run this in reverse order.
Man, I wish this...
It is good.
I feel like this is a very well-balanced set, too.
It
Because
is.
you get the oaky, and then you get the citrusy, the fruity, and then it's like dark sugars in the Boston.
I think that's a good way to describe this pour is dark. It is dark. It tastes dark.
Yeah.
If you could just put one word on that bottle, I would say dark is a good word compared to the other two.
The Boston, like you said this earlier, it's almost like it transports you to this place.
Yep.
Like the inside of someone's study with like leather couches and cigars and like minimal sunlight coming in. Like that's just, you got that dust coming off the top shelf of
Whistler's
the.
mother hanging on the wall.
Yeah, it's just,
An orrery in the corner.
That's the start of the next Harry Potter movie, bub. That's what you just described. Starts with a Jim Beam.
wouldn't that be crazy? They're like, this is Muggle alcohol.
Boston is such a treat. I'm saving it for last because wow, what a bottle! It's so good.
I will say I kind of wish we went right to left because we started with the best one. And then, but I mean, it's not like we were disappointed going through them.
No, it's very well balanced.
And you know what the good thing about doing this was? Is they're all the same proof. So I
Yeah.
didn't feel like if one was a lower proof that it would hurt the others. They're all the
Right.
same 110 proof. So that was nice.
Yeah.
And man, what a good thing they're doing with this.
That's
This,
so
like-
sweet.
This like sampler.
What, Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Frankfurt.
Oh.
This is a cool thing they're doing. These are like limited releases.
Yep.
And they're doing like these small little gift things with them.
But you know what's cool? I don't think they're selling those for outrageous. Secondary on these things is $200. That's what I'm saying.
I would pay that.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
fine, but you can afford them.
Yeah, you could afford that. And I
It's
think
not-
you get more out of that because you got 3 different bourbons you can try.
Yeah.
And it still adds up to 600 milliliters. So, I mean, it's a little less than a full bottle, but
It's worth it to try all 3 of them.
yeah.
I agree.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. More places should do this.
It's
Blue Run, you should do this.
it's very patriotic for Kentucky too. Like it's got the zip codes.
Yeah.
It talks about when the cities were established. Like it's very Kentucky, and it talks even the descriptors of where the rack houses are. It's talking about the rolling hills and the humidity.
You can see
Yeah, it's
like,
very
in your
visual.
head, you can see
Kentucky.
where they are.
Yeah.
Which, the one in Frankfurt, you can't visit. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's
Yeah.
right next to Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, Colby went there. He like went inside the building. He was like, "Hey, buddy," and they was like,
Where you buy the
he's like,
burgers
"Sir,
at?"
what are you doing in here?" He's like, "I was just seeing if you guys had tours or anything." And he
They're
was
like, sir, you gotta get out of here.
Have you read that
It's
thing?
like, no,
where
how'd you get in here? This is employees only.
you can get into anywhere with like an orange vest and a clipboard?
No, that makes sense. I've seen the ladder. You can get anywhere with a
Oh,
ladder.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, but that makes sense. I'm here to look at the air ducts. Oh, yeah, that checks out. Like,
I'm just checking the air quality on this barrel of bourbon as you're rolling it out to your
make up a
truck.
construction company name. They'll be like, yeah, that's...
Okay, is it pronounced Rick Houses, but it's spelled Rack Houses?
I think you can say either one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one of those.
I was reading Rack Houses and I was like, oh, that's not what I've heard.
I think a lot of bourbon terminology is... It's
Redneck.
very fluid. So you can say what you want.
It's very Kentucky.
Like our gender.
Well, it's like you got barrel proof, barrel strength. You got cask strength. Like you can use different words that all. Mean the same thing.
You also got Louisville and Louisville.
I just
and
didn't want to be
Louisville.
disowned by the bourbon community by saying Rack Houses.
Yeah, no, I mean it's. I
Sorry.
think most people say Rick Houses, but if Jim Beam says Rack Houses,
That's what it is.
they're more right than you are. So I'm gonna go with Jim Beam.
Get down.
I'm gonna say Rack Houses for the rest of time now.
Rack houses.
Yeah,
Did you notice that? Is it Rick Houses everywhere else, or are they just
it
doing
is
their
Rick
own-
House. I mean,
like
you can.
R-I-C-K?
Hey, we pull that Russell's. That should have a Rick House on it, up. Or Rick on the back.
Yeah,
Says warehouse.
Oh. Way to
yeah, it's Rack. In
way to
this.
pudge out there.
Wow, what a treat! Question though: do you think a non-bourbon person would appreciate or like these even?
No.
You don't think they're
No.
Like my brother, I was talking to him today, he's a rum guy.
You think you would like the
He does not
Frankfort?
no, he can't get into the bourbon. And if I let him try all three of these, he would not.
He wouldn't.
Not even the
understand.
Frankfort, you think?
No.
It's a sweet.
Because it's still bourbon. It's sweet to us though. But he'd be tasting that 110
I would
proof
say, though, if you're wanting to get a present for somebody who loves bourbon,
I don't know if you can find that. I mean, hopefully
if you can find
those.
it. Now, where did you get this at?
I will not disclose my location, my store.
Okay.
He knows me by my name now.
Oh, well, all right. I know where it's at then.
Yeah, that's the best place to go.
We're cornering the market on those stores here because we got the other store.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's this has been probably one of the better lineups we've done this year.
Yeah, this was just fun. This was good,
Such a treat.
delicious.
And what a good pickup with our money that we donated
Yeah,
last year.
100%.
I don't think, even if we would have won, I don't think we could have beat this. So.
I'm glad
glad.
I did get that because I was thinking about getting, a bottle of secondary something, but can you beat trying three of the three
Oldest.
limited releases from last year? 17-year-old Jim Beam.
Imagine if they did something like this with Pappy's.
That'd be $8,000. Like
Yeah.
they would just put a gold ribbon around it. Yep, that's MSRP $8,000.
Secondary is $12,000.
There's 70 years worth of bourbon in here.
That, if I think I have if I had to drink one bourbon for the rest of my life, I think it would be that Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's that
I
good?
think so, yeah.
I think it's really good. I don't know if it. I don't know.
I'm making sure. Hold on.
It's really good. It might be in my top 5. I got some stuff at the house you guys haven't got to try yet, but
I mean,
maybe it would change your mind.
It just you taste that cigar on the end.
Kind of. Like, are
It's
you
got
talking
a
about like
little-
that
Like
smoky?
it's a tobacco taste.
Oh, I don't know.
I get tobacco
very
on
much.
the finish.
It's just I feel like you could take some time to get to know this bourbon. I think is my point.
And I wouldn't be mad about it.
Fuck.
Gotti.
I'm in a group chat. We all agree that
Boston was number one.
was the best of the batch.
40110, right?
So I hope they do this every year, and towards Christmas time, this gets released every year.
That'd be cool.
I hope the first show every year we get to try a new Hardin Creek.
That would be awesome.
That'd
That'd be
be cool.
awesome.
I hope that gets to.
That would be awesome.
Great.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you
Later,
in
guys.
episode 2, season 2.